usually say now that I'm a creator-performer. Some of the stuff I do is, well, it's all dance-based and movement-based, and I'm trained as a dancer, and that's really, you know, when I go out in the world, that's really what I am. But the work I tend to lean towards is a little anti-dance, where it's not just about the movement phrase, or it's not about doing steps on stage. It's about using movement and using dance as a way to say something specific.
This show that you're working on right now, that you're going to present, you were saying before we got going that it was about media overload, or just input sensory overload in our society. So you're telling a story that's what you want the audience to go away contemplating or thinking about.
And also, you know, reflect their place and their views.
So, when you discovered modern dance for yourself, did you feel like I found my language or my voice to communicate what I have to say more than any other dance style that you'd trained in?
Not at all. When I first, I actually had no modern dance training until I went to the School of Contemporary Dancers into their senior professional program. And I wasn't very sold on the idea at all. And even the first couple modern dance shows I went to, I was like, oh, it's a little different than what I've done. And I really wasn't sure. I was very skeptical, but I really wanted to dance, and I really wanted to train, and I was really just hungry and just like a sponge, and just wanted to learn stuff and wanted to try new things. And it probably wasn't until my second year in that full-time program, it's a 4-year program, that I sort of started to feel like, oh yeah, this is okay, maybe.
Was it the lack of boundaries, or that the boundaries had moved, that gave you more latitude to express yourself, or?
I think it's also more experience with it. Like, you know, it was really an unknown world for me. I hadn't really even seen a modern dance show until I was already enrolled in the program.
Interesting. So why did you enroll in the program then?
Well, I wanted to be a dance teacher, and I was already teaching, but I also wanted to continue my training. And at that point, once you've finished high school, and if you're not going to be a professional ballet dancer, it's a little tricky to continue your training, because you don't want to go and train with teenagers, and at the same time, you don't want to go to an adult class, because an adult class might be beginners or people with very limited dance training. So it was another teacher of mine that told me about the School of Contemporary Dancers. I didn't even know it existed until I auditioned.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was just, you know, you just get in your own world, and sometimes life is just so busy, you don't have a chance to see what's out there. And then I auditioned, and then I went to the program, and then here I am.
Would you say that Winnipeg has had a distinct impact on you as an artist, your identity or your creativity or your expression?
I think definitely. I think geography is a huge factor in the development of any art form. And even the weather in Winnipeg, I think the weather has something to do with Winnipeggers' work ethic. Like, you know, it's the weather is so extreme that, you know, it makes working to the extreme just feel natural, because you're always dealing with extremes.
The world's conception of mentality is not simply derived from the direct access of our own pre-programmed minds, but instead from the primal knowledge that we inherit only when air becomes breath.